Good evening, Madhva sir.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. Good evening, Madhva.
I think we should start because we have declared the time to be 4 p.m. and we have started even it on the Facebook also. So many participants may join on that. So let's start. Is it okay, sir? Okay, we'll start. Okay, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to have a session on what is the importance of B.Tech in artificial intelligence, as well as what is the scope for the other branches, and will briefly give you the admission process also. So today among us we have speaker Mr. Shivanand Mohan, who is heading learning and development at L&T India. He has done his B.Tech from BITS Pilani and MBA from IIM. So he is the person who can talk on the topic, what is the future aspect, where exactly industry is going, and what is the demand of that, being the head of that learning and development center. So he is going to share the insights on this. So I request Shivanand sir on behalf of PCET and Nutan Trust and Nutan College of Engineering and Research, please start with your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aparna ma'am. Thank you all of you for joining today, and I would like to humbly thank Dr. Girish Desai sir for giving me this opportunity, and also my dear colleague and person whom I admire a lot, Dr. Lalit Wadhwa sir, for having invited me to address all of you. So, the topic of uh, the topic of discussion for today is the importance of artificial. Before we get deeper into artificial intelligence, the audience being aspirants for engineering education, I'd like to throw a little bit light on why engineering in first place, why not something else. We are today meeting in an unprecedented situation where the COVID pandemic has totally thrown business models out of gear. We know that traditional business models and traditional ways how companies used to operate have been totally disrupted, including the way we interact with like, as professors, we interact with students. So that also has changed tremendously. Today, I'm sitting almost thousands of kilometers away from Aparna ma'am and Lalit sir, sitting in Chennai right now and doing this talk. And you must be situated in various locations across India, some even maybe outside India. So this is possible due to technology. And engineering forms a rockbed of technology. Now, back in those days when my father used to do engineering, mechanical engineering or electrical engineering was very popular. Then the oil boom in Gulf, chemical engineering became very popular. And then with the advent of internet and things after 1996, the field of computer science has taken a lot of importance and growth. Now, even computer science has various aspects to it, and the real hot topic of discussion in the market as well as the requirement in the industry is artificial intelligence. So, artificial intelligence is a very widely used term and even an abused term. Many who understand it or don't understand it use it very interchangeably. I wanted to just give a bit of a context to all of you on what exactly is the scope in artificial intelligence and how is that we can kind of we can kind of get deeper into fields of artificial intelligence and also apply it for art. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible. Yeah, my screen visible. Are my
Yes,
slides
sir.
visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So let's get into applications of AI first. AI is the short form for artificial intelligence. Now, there are applications of artificial intelligence in every field that you can see. Uh, Today, there is technology in healthcare. For example, if you go to a skin specialist, the normal way of going to a skin specialist is you wait for an appointment. You actually go to the clinic and wait for like 1 or 2 hours till you get the turn to meet the doctor. And the doctor, if you have a skin disease or a skin ailment, you just show the doctor examines it, takes a photograph or does some scan and then tells you what is that you are having and what is the medication for it. Today, there is an app which kind of totally removes this entire process and automates it. For example, there is technology where you can use your smartphone and just click a photograph of whatever part of the skin you have an infection in. And then the artificial intelligence system in the backend will actually scan through millions of records of or other patients who have had different diseases and will actually do a matching and tell you exactly the disease that you are having. So this is going to actually disrupt the way doctors operate. This is going to disrupt the cost of healthcare. This is going to disrupt how people get access to healthcare. If you are in a person in a rural village in Maharashtra, by the time you reach the doctor in Mumbai or Pune or a place where there is good healthcare facility, you might actually even succumb to those infections. Now, artificial intelligence is something which is going to make a lot of facilities available at the click of a button at your home. Now, how does that happen? There's a lot of mathematics behind and science behind it, which we will come in the next few slides. Let us first explore why artificial intelligence is the talk of the town today and why is it so popularly discussed by everybody. In the field of education, now you traditionally enroll for a class and a college and you attend a lecture by a teacher. And there are some topics which you like, some topics which you like, some topics which you understand quickly, some topics which you don't understand. So artificial intelligence based platforms have now come in all our companies, including L&T. We have something called Anytime Learning Platform, where all our employees can learn courses at their own pace. They can learn it even at midnight. They can learn it from their mobile, from their laptop, from their tablet. There's no need for somebody to actually go and wait for somebody to teach them. So AI is actually recommending which are the courses relevant for your designation, for your role, for the kind of skills that you possess, and what are the skills you actually need to possess. If I have to give you an example, it is similar to how you operate movies on Netflix. If you like comedy movies, and if you watch 5-6 comedy movies, the computer science algorithm behind with artificial intelligence and the machine learning part will actually capture that data and start recommending future such courses or future such movies to you. That is why when you open your YouTube, based on your past viewing habits, your recommended videos are thrown up on YouTube. So same way, AI is being now used in sports. I know an application of AI even in our own cricketing world where there are video cameras which actually analyze the bowler and the batsman's action. And before they get trained, the cricketers are given advice by the coach with help of AI experts on which is the ball that you need to bowl to actually make the batsman out, which is the weak point for the batsman, which is the weak point for the bowler, what are the kind of deliveries the bowler has bowled in the last 1,000 deliveries. There's a lot of analysis done based on historic data, and with the computer science algorithm running in, it can help take better decisions. Uh, we, are, we are now using even artificial intelligence in agriculture. We know exactly what kind of water level is required, what kind of irrigation is required, what kind of seeds would grow in what kind of soil. We can even transplant the soil and grow it. There are startups in Bangalore which are growing crops in their own terraces. So you don't need to actually go to Gujarat to go cotton to get black soil. You can create that black soil on top of your terrace, and using AI, you can create that entire environment and grow crops. In fact, Reliance Group has started something called the Geo Gen Next, which is a very fantastic initiative, and they have actually funded more than 120 startups. One of these startups actually uses AI to find out if the tomatoes and brinjals are all good quality. How they do it is using something called computer vision. Computer vision is nothing but you take an image of a tomato, and they will have million tomato images in the backend, which would have been stored and would have been classified as good quality tomato, bad quality tomato, damaged tomato, broken tomato. It would be tagged in the backend, and then using computer vision and artificial intelligence, a normal tomato which is picked in the market is sorted and classified as good or bad. If it is bad, it is put in a separate basket. If it is good, it's put in a separate basket. So that when the end customers receive the tomatoes, it's all of high quality, good tomatoes. Now that's the application of artificial intelligence even in some sectors like grocery. In construction, the industry in which Larsen and Toubro, the company I work for, is working on is using AI in a massive way. We employ more than 5 lakh construction workers who are semi-skilled and unskilled. And now the quality of output of those laborers are very, very, very. Now we help those skilled and semi-skilled workmen to get better quality output and standardized output using AI technology. We even use virtual reality for safety training, where we simulate people falling from height while building on high construction sites in order to improve our safety awareness as well as to reduce accidents in construction sites. We also use artificial intelligence to predict the demand of how much cement we need, how much sand we need, how much steel we need, how much material is needed at what point of time to reduce wastage and to reduce idle sitting at project sites without actually. So we use a lot of technology to optimize the deployment of resources, and this is all possible due to artificial intelligence. In banking, if you are using a HDFC mobile app or an Axis Bank app or an ICICI, you must be very, very well versed with the fact that there are now so many chat bots which help you invest in FDs, which help you invest in recurring deposit. And people who use Swiggy, the food app, Swiggy and Zomato, nowadays, if you have your order which is wrong or having some payment issue, you don't have to call somebody now. It's just on the chat box. Everything is a byproduct of artificial intelligence. Now, all this is possible because of science and engineering and a lot of mathematics behind it. Now, who's building all these things? Young engineers and young budding engineers like you guys. Now, this is which makes this entire field very exciting. And this is not just an exciting field to do problem solving. It's also exciting as far as money is concerned. When a normal engineer is making some 3 lakhs as an entry level salary, artificial intelligence equipped engineers start with a minimum of 6 lakhs and more than 15, 20 lakhs also. I'll in some time. Now, some more applications of AI is in marketing. You can use tools like Instagram and Facebook to find out using artificial intelligence which is the target audience who will be buying this product, and you can design and offer solutions which are only targeted at those folks instead of wasting money. For example, if I put a car advertisement in a newspaper, out of 1 million people who see that advertisement, only maybe 100 people will end up buying the car. Now, that's a very inefficient way of targeting my money, because I'm going to spend 10, 20 lakh rupees while putting up an advertisement in a newspaper. I would rather use the help of artificial intelligence to find out if those 100 people who are going to buy, can some technology help me do the marketing to them. Then what I can do is, instead of spending 10 lakh newspaper advertisement, I can pass on a very good discount to those 100 people who are actually going to buy the product. So these are the applications of AI in targeting and messaging your communication in the field of marketing. In the field of e-commerce, you have already seen when you buy some things in Flipkart or an Amazon, next time you log into Amazon, they start recommending products. Now, I am a person who loves reading a lot of books. So every time I open into Amazon, I have ordered the books. Past weeks, they'll actually recommend the kind of books I would probably like and what are the latest books available in the market in that domain, which helps me also save time in searching the books, and immediately I will make a purchase, ensuring that the company also does. Now, who's actually building these things? The engineers, as I said. Now, what are the various skill sets required for getting into fields of artificial intelligence? You need to be pretty good at mathematics, and you need to have a flair for mathematics. Even if you're not that good right now, but you should have a passion for mathematics. Things that will be taught during the B.Tech course would be algebra, calculus, logic. Yeah, even if you're not very strong mathematically, your sense of logic should be. So some people are very good in numbers, some people are very good in languages. Ask yourself if you're good in logic and algorithms, things which are very, very sequential and which you can do by breaking down a complex problem into small problems. If you're good in statistics and probability, then definitely artificial intelligence is a field you should consider. Computer science will form the rock bed of artificial intelligence because all these things are fed into a machine. And computer science programming languages like C, C++, Python, Java, all these are very crucial for ensuring that whatever logic that you think is getting understood by the machine and then getting implemented by the machine. For that, a good sense of computer science is also required. So basically, in your AI B.Tech course, you will actually have a lot of courses similar to computer science, but then you'll start getting deeper into data and how you analyze data. Data also is a very, very fundamental part of the artificial intelligence space, because you can take artificial intelligence decisions only based on past data. I'll give you a difference between what is normal intelligence and what is artificial intelligence. If you go to a small kid who's like 2 years old and show some 4 dogs on the road, and then on the 5th day, if you show a different colored dog, if you have shown black dogs, if you have shown a brown dog, if you have shown a kind of pale yellow dog and a kind of off-white dog, and tomorrow another colored dog comes in, okay, the kid will be able to immediately tell it as a dog. Whereas computer science is not like that. That's the difference between natural intelligence. That's natural intelligence. Whereas artificial intelligence is, you actually feed 1 crore dog photos into a machine and tag saying this is yellow dog, this is brown dog, this is off-white dog, this is a hairy dog, this is a dog without fur, this is a dog with, this is a male dog, this is a female dog. You keep tagging all that and you add 1 crore plus images. And then what your algorithm will do is it will run through all the data and then come with a photograph and tell whether it is possible as to be detected as a dog just by seeing the photograph. You must have been using the, I don't know, now a lot of remote controls come with voice assistant. Like you just speak and then the text is seen on the screen. You can do it even in your Google mobile phone where you just search using your voice option. How do you think the computer is understanding what you speak? They actually train the computer through millions and millions of data sets. Now, this is exactly what you would be doing as an artificial intelligence engineer when you get a job in one of the top firms, and you will be writing algorithms how to efficiently solve the customer's problems. You also need a little bit of probability and statistics knowledge. You will learn that called Bayesian science. It's called Bayesian networking. You can Google search on what that is. It is something based on probability and also the concept surrounding something called neural networks. So basically, a lot of the computer science and the artificial intelligence concepts are based on decoding how our brain works. So if you go and analyze the structure of a brain, the brain works with a lot of neurons, billions of neurons, and each neuron is connected to another neuron using a synapse, and it's a lot of biology over there. Now, what our computer science and AI engineers are actually doing in the machine, recreating a brain-like structure in the machine. The way the brain stores an image, the way the brain stores memory, the way the brain stores data. Similarly, they train the computer and the machine to with a lot of that kind of data, and that training is done by you guys as engineers. And now this is not something very easy. That is exactly why AI engineers are paid huge salaries. When some normal computer science engineers get paid 15, 20 lakhs, I know of people in AI who are getting paid even 1 crore and above per year. Now, that kind of money is given because this is a new field and it is not a field which everybody can do easily well. So, it is the opportunity is also huge and the reward is also huge. You need to have a good understanding of physics and robotics for you to do really well in AI. Now, what are the AI related jobs? There are a lot of jobs in big data and data sciences, which is basically how you store the data and how you store the content. Because only when you store data, you can retrieve the data. Only when you can store and retrieve data, you can compare data. And basically, what do we do? If you go to a doctor, the doctor has seen thousands of patients who have got jaundice, and just by seeing your symptoms and with some blood test reports, he can tell you whether you have jaundice or not. Now, the doctor in his entire lifespan would have seen maybe 10,000, 15,000 cases, whereas a computer is capable of seeing 15 crore cases because there's no limit to the data it can process, right? Now, that is where science and computer science comes in. That is where the role of engineers come in. How do you store that 15 crore data points? How do you retrieve those 15 crore data points? How do you compare those data points? And then come with a conclusion is all this science is about. And this is what makes this role and this field very, very exciting. Now, the various roles include data scientist, machine learning engineer, research scientist, AI data analyst. You can be a product manager. Product manager is nothing but somebody who will define what are the features that needs to come in a product. Now, when you open your Amazon app, you have the buy button, you have the payment page, you have the search button. All these are various features of the Amazon app product. There is a product manager in the back end who is actually defining which button will come where, what should be the size of the font, how should it be designed in such a way that it is user friendly, how can the customer benefit out of this, how can the company get better sales out of developing the app. All these things are debated and then finalized by the product manager, and then some computer science coders will start developing that product. Now, AI guys come in the interface of all these folks and will tell them how can they actually store data and how can they actually capture data in better ways, so that the more and more data they have, the better and better the system becomes. For example, Google started capturing voices almost 5-6 years back. Now the voice search of Google is way more accurate than earlier because Google has captured the 5 to 6 years of voice samples of millions and billions of people across the world. So a Maharashtrian will speak differently, a Tamilian will speak differently, a Telugu person will speak differently, a Spanish person will have a different accent. Still, Google is able to determine what you're speaking because they have millions of Spanish people speaking, millions of Tamil people speaking, millions of Marathi people speaking the data points, and then they are able to come up with what are you telling and display that as an output. This is exactly what you guys will like would be working on. AI has amazing applications, as I mentioned, in healthcare, in agriculture, construction. It is going to remove a lot of jobs which are very repetitive. For example, if you go to some malls in India, there is a person who's standing in the lift whose job is only to press the floor number. Now, if you can speak and tell the lift, I want to go to the fourth floor, you don't even need to press and you can avoid corona related issues. So artificial intelligence is going to be an application over there. So there are multiple applications, real life applications. One of the biggest applications of artificial intelligence in the future is going to be self-driving cars. Cars which will drive with you need to handle the car. This will reduce accidents in the world because accidents happen due to human errors. People sleep, people are talking, people make mistakes while driving. Whereas the artificial intelligence assisted computers would reduce the accidents. Same way, everything is going to be manufactured using robotics and artificial intelligence, which means people who are doing regular jobs without innovation, without the human touch, will actually lose jobs. But people who are able to write a code and write these algorithms and make machines understand, they are going to make a lot of money, lots and lots of money, in crores money. And that is where the real opportunity for all you young folks who are on this call are. Now, quickly before going ahead with the discussion on the job market and the salary levels in AI, I also want to give the importance of a data scientist in this. When you pursue a course in artificial intelligence, it's very important you take electives in data sciences background. Because without data, there is no artificial intelligence. Without data, there is no machine learning. The term machine learning is making the machine learn by feeding data. You keep giving data and the machine is learning as you give data. It is exactly same like how a small kid, when it is born, the people in the house keep giving words and teaching the words to the kid, and the machine, which is the baby, keeps learning from the parents and the relatives and will learn. And then it gives an output when it grows up. Same way, you guys need to focus on what are the aspects of data sciences. There's a lot of maths involved in it, logistic regression, decision trees, random forests, neural networks. Go and Google search all these terms on the internet. This amazing opportunity for you to change the world and to make impact to millions of lives. Imagine if there are artificial intelligence robots which can do farming on its own. You don't need to do the hard work as a farmer. If the robots do farming, we can feed everybody in the world. Nobody will go hungry. So these are the applications of artificial intelligence, and you people are born in the right time. In fact, I'll say people like us will be very jealous of all of you that we lost out these years, and you are in the right time for you to go and capture the world ahead with all these scientific technologies. Now, what is the future of AI? There's almost 270% growth. For your information, India's GDP has dropped by almost 10% this year because of COVID. It's negative 10. And look at how AI is 270%. That's like almost, it's triple the size in a span of 4 years. Now that's the growth in AI, and which means by the time we reach 2025 or 2030, you will see real life applications of AI. Probably you don't need to go to a doctor. Probably you can sit at home and order a robot to come and do a surgery at home. These are the various possibilities. In fact, there are even some articles which say that movies will be directed by a robot. Generally, movie direction is considered a very creative field. Even the creative field will be done by a robot is what people are saying very soon. And these are the applications of AI, and it is engineers like you guys who are going to make this possible. And in this journey, you're going to learn a lot, you're going to solve exciting problems, and you're going to make a lot of money. Money which people can't even imagine. This is going to make our country rich if people actually get skill in the right manner in the right place. So, what is the real market opportunity? Currently, there are over 4,000 positions in mid and senior levels. Forget the junior levels. 4,000 senior, because there was no concept of AI. The entire concept of internet came 25 years back. The entire concept of Facebook came 15 years back. Instagram came probably 10 or 5 years back. So, this is a very new field. And people are not there senior enough to have done something to be in very high positions there. So it is all an open field for all of you to go. If you have the intelligence, if you have the drive, if you have the passion, if you have the commitment, if you have the discipline, if you have the courage, it is for you to go and make the money. It's like Jao Chapar Fadke, what do they call it? Like you're going to make money so much that it's going to rain money if you actually have the right skill sets. And there's no better field than artificial intelligence and machine learning for doing that. Now, what's the salary range? The entry level, yes, artificial intelligence engineer is already making close to 6 lakhs currently. By the time you guys take up the course and graduate, this money will easily cross 10 lakhs. I can guarantee you that. There are people in senior levels making more than 50 lakhs, comfortably making more than 50 lakhs. I know personally some people who make more than a crore every year in the domain of some of the companies which hire right now are Amazon, Flipkart, Google, Facebook. Machine learning roles also go a little higher. And if you have combined with data sciences background, you can even make close to 17, 18 lakhs as a starting salary. Now, this is a great opportunity in a country where not many jobs are available for the kind of population. India is one of the youngest countries in the world. So this is definitely an area which you guys should look into. Now, yeah, I think you need to spend some 4 years of experience, a lot of content available on the internet for you to upskill. Now, this is just a sample figure of the entry level salary for a lot of these roles which are mentioned on the screen. Actually, computer vision engineers get even paid higher. I'll give you one example of a computer vision application. Now, suppose you are a person who buys a formal shirt on Amazon, and the formal shirt has checks, blue color checks, okay, design. Now the computer vision is able to train and store data that Shivanand has bought a blue color checks formal shirt. Next time Shivanand comes, we will offer him checks shirt in different colors. So computer vision is able to capture the image of the product that you're buying. Even for women, the kind of design and the variety that they buy while buying clothes will be captured by the algorithm and will be recommended similar designs or the designs which the customer will probably like. All this is possible due to science, and the guys who are going to make it possible. There are very interesting companies in India like Fractal Analytics, Deloitte, IBM, Accenture, Amazon, LinkedIn, Citrix, Verizon, SAP Labs, NVIDIA, Tech Mahindra, Flipkart, and Myntra who are doing crazy work in this field. And these are companies which you should go and explore for roles in artificial intelligence and data science. In fact, my own company, the Larsen and Toubro, we guys have started a division called L&T Next, which is fully dedicated to artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, and those technologies. So it's just started last year, so it will take some time for us to grow into a big firm. But that's the kind of importance even a large player like a construction player like Larsen and Toubro. So that is what I wanted to share with all of you. Now, Nutan College, along with PCET Trust and the Nutan Trust, has done a lot of work on this, and is actually happy to roll out the courses on artificial intelligence. And having been before joining L&T, I had been a part of a lot of colleges, committees, and in the education space. And I can say that the team that Nutan College and the Pune Trust has, they're very committed and they want to deliver a lot of good quality education to the large masses. So I request all of you to consider joining these courses. You do your own research, but I'm sure they are pretty good in Pune. So you can, if you're in and around Pune, even if you're outside Pune, I think Pune is considered the Oxford of the East, and it's amazing place. It's a very student friendly city. Lots of youngsters there, so you'll get a good learning environment and a learn community, which is very critical for you to grow. So with this, I would like to close my presentation. Happy for any questions that you want to ask. And yeah, Aparna ma'am, over to you. Hello, hello, hello. Madhva sir, are you there? Aparna ma'am, are you there?
What?
Yeah, I'm done with my
Yeah.
presentation. Aparna ma'am, are you there?
Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah. So any questions on the space as well as
Yes.
the admission process?
Yeah,
I think
actually,
Madhva
some
sir and
have
you can.
raised their questions based on that. Okay, so let us just give them the brief. What is this admission process will be? As we know that CET results are already declared. In state of Maharashtra, as our college is in Maharashtra, admission is already based on either CET score or JE score. In the first week of December, registration will start by filling your personal information, your academic marks, your category details, and all other information which is required. Once you fill up with that form, after that, the rounds will start. The students, those who belong to Maharashtra state or the candidates Maharashtra state are applicable for all the scholarship that state government provides. But you require the specific documents like your caste certificates, caste validity, the income certificate which is required, domicile, nationality. So these are the list of the documents I'll just share here.
Can you share your screen, ma'am?
Yeah, is it not shared?
No, it's not shared.
Okay, I'll do that one. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, now
So
it's.
this is what the complete the type of documents which are required for your admission process, and even we have mentioned where you can get it. That your SSC mark sheet from your school where you have passed, HSC mark sheet from your respective college, your that school leaving certificate from the school and college, your caste certificate from your respective Tahsildar office, non-creamy layer and caste validity certificate, income certificate, domicile certificate, nationality certificate. That all these documents you will get it from the Tahsildar office. And we expect already you have your Aadhaar card, and we need your PAN card as well as the account details so that the scholarship benefit will be directly shared or that will be deposited to your bank account. So it is mandatory to have a PAN card, Aadhaar card as well as a bank account in the name of the student. Okay. So few questions are there apart from this, Shivanand, that I would like to ask you on behalf of the participants.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
fine. One question is there. What is the uh, current job market for the artificial job
Can you repeat that? What is the current?
requirement for the artificial intelligence?
So I just ran you through those slides, right? See, the demand is in every field. There are companies which will, if you want, you can work for companies like Flipkart, Amazon. The real requirement is that you need to be logically strong. You need to have a good passion for numbers, and you should have good, strong coding skills. Now, coding skills, preferred language right nowadays is Python, but there are, of course, many other frameworks which you can pick it up as you do your engineering course. Now, why a 4-year course you have to do in that? It will give you a strong foundation on the structural and fundamentals of how the field operates, because once you have a strong foundation, you can easily build on top of it. So the opportunity is immense. You just need to get your courses done well and in the right college and in with a nice learning group. If you have that, you're taking care.
Okay. Now the second question is, what are the career aspects for the other branches like electronics and communication engineering?
So going forward, engineering will be multidisciplinary. So as I said, if a smartphone is able to capture the image, and then the smartphone is telling you like a doctor what skin disease you are having, it is a combination of electronics, because to build that smartphone you need transistors and whatnot, all those computer science, electronic uh, chips and stuff, right? So it's a combination of electronics, computer science. It's going to be electromechanical combinations also. Robotics, may there'll be a lot of mechanical engineering talking to electronics and computer science. Now in future, if there are going to be electric cars, so the mechanical engineers learning of a diesel engine might stop, of a petrol engine might stop, but the various moving components are going to be the same, right? So the mechanical engineer has to work with an electronics or an electrical engineer on designing the motor and how does the battery store energy and stuff. So the scope is there for all branches. The fundamental glue will be computer science related. In the sense, everything will have a flair of computer science. That doesn't mean that everybody has to take computer science alone. My cousin brother, he's taken a chemical engineering from NIT Trichy, and now working in Singapore after having done his PhD in lithium ion battery technology. So chemical engineering gives you that energy background, and then he is now working with computer science folks as well as electronics folks on powering submarines and ships in Singapore using lithium ions. So that you can have applications across disciplines. So don't think if you are a civil engineer or a chemical engineer, you don't have scope. Civil engineer, the scope is, there is something called 3D printing. There are AI based design models. So a civil engineer is expected to learn a little bit of 3D printing along with artificial intelligence to build future structures. So tomorrow in future, we will be building bridges using different technology, not the old technology. 150 years back, people used to go in horses. 100 years back, they started going in car. Then 50 years back, they started going in an aeroplane. Now Elon Musk is talking something called hyperloop. So you never know how technology is going to change. So keep on changing and be agile. Don't think that I have learned something 10 years back and I am going to run away with just doing that. In my dad's time, if he did engineering in 1970s till 2010 when he retired, he could manage with that. But today's world does not operate that way. If you have learned something last year, new technology has come this year, and if you have not updated yourself, you're as useless as the wall clock of probably 1950. You don't become a timepiece or a museum piece. You need to be keep to the new technologies, which is why a constant eye on what are happening around is very, very important.
So next question is, so which coding language is important for AI and how many we should learn? This is
More
another
than
question from the
coding,
participant.
for example, if this question is like, which language is important for public speaking? I can be a great public speaker in Tamil. I can be a great public speaker in Marathi. I can be a great public speaker in English, right? So, more important than the language is first the basics of public speaking. For public speaking, you need confidence, you need knowledge, you need to overcome stage fear. Same way, when you're learning AI, you learn the algorithms, the mathematics, and the science strongly. Then the coding language just becomes an expression. So you can do it in Python, you can do it in Java, you can do it in whatnot, C, C++. I think the current one which is very popular and easier to use is Python.
Right. Okay.
That doesn't mean you need to learn only Python. There is Ruby on Rails. There are a lot of frameworks. You can go check it out on the. In fact, people who are really interested in this space, I suggest a YouTube channel called Telusko Learnings. Telusko. Telusko Learning. That guy is a Hyderabadi Telugu guy who has actually done amazing job in telling college students the importance of coding, what are the coding languages, how can you pick up. He's also having tutorials on Python, Java, etc. Telusko Learning. You go to YouTube and type Telusko. Yeah. Any other question, ma'am?
Yeah. One more is there. What is the difference between AI and
Okay. AI is artificial intelligence. What is intelligence? The ability of the human brain to capture some data, interpret, and come up with its own sense. For example, if yesterday I was walking on the road and a dog bit me and a snake bit me, or say a snake bit somebody else and that person died, intelligence is that be careful of a snake. If a snake bites, you can die. That is intelligence. You don't have to actually die to understand it. You can see somebody dying and also understand it. Right? Same way, if a dog bites and you have pain and you get some infection in your leg, you know that next time you should be careful of a dog. That is intelligence. Right? Artificial intelligence is making such decisions using a computer. For example, if a cow is crossing on the road while driving a car, you need to apply brake. That is intelligence. Because you know if you otherwise you'll hit the cow. Correct? Now, in artificial intelligence, you actually teach a non-living object, basically a computer machine, that hey, this is an obstacle. How do you capture the obstacle? You can have a sensor, you can have a camera, you can capture the image of the cow, make the machine understand that there is an obstruction in so many meters. If it is less than these many meters, you should reduce the speed and come and stop the vehicle. That is artificial intelligence. Machine learning is the process in which you teach that machine from past data. So how will a camera image of a cow make the machine know that it is an obstacle? You will actually load 100,000 images of obstacles to the machine and tell if there is some object like this, it is an obstacle, you should apply brake. There will be a logic you'll write. Like, I don't know if you have done the if-else condition. If it is your friend, you will give 100 rupees. If it is a stranger, you will not give 100 rupees. That's what your brain says, right? That's a if condition. Same way, you will actually teach a machine saying that if this is the situation, if conditions are for true, do so and so. If conditions are not true, then do so and so. It's like a logical diagram that you draw and actually teach the computer. And in machine learning, you are basically teaching the computer by giving it not 1 or 2 times, but 1 million times. Lots and lots of data. Because that's the beauty of intelligence, right? For a small baby, you just have to show one dog, and next time a dog comes, it knows it's a dog. Whereas a computer does not operate like that. If you show a black colored dog to a computer, and next time a white colored dog comes, the computer will tell, I cannot recognize who this is. Because if it is a direct match with a black colored dog, then the computer will tell it is a dog. Otherwise, it is a false case for the computer. So how do you make the computer understand it is a dog? You will give 100,000 images of different shades of white colored dog, black colored dog, brown colored dog. And then you will actually draw an inference and make the computer understand that if the shape is like this and color is plus or minus like this, then it's a dog. For that, the computer should understand that this is plus or minus. And for that, you have to give large volumes of data. Another example I can give is, suppose I take the infection in my skin ka photograph. The infection is, say, leukoderma, or the infection is, say, rabies, or anything, if it is, okay. How will the computer understand? You should give 1 million images of leukoderma patients who have had the disease. And then with that data, the computer will artificially have some bit of intelligence in telling that this could possibly be the product. One more example I can give is the voice. When I tell Google, hey YouTube, please play Lata Mangeshkar songs. Okay, the way Shivanand will tell Lata Mangeshkar is very different from the way Lalit sir will tell Lata Mangeshkar, will be very different from how Aparna ma'am will pronounce Lata Mangeshkar. But still, when you talk or I talk, the YouTube has to play Lata Mangeshkar songs. How is that trained? Google will collect voice samples of almost 1 crore people, and then will make some mathematical calculation and tell if it is Lata or Lata. However it is told, it is Lata Mangeshkar. Like that, it will detect and it will come with the output. That is where you guys need to work on coding. What is coding? Basically, you are basically teaching the computer based on that 1 crore data points that, hey, this is what the client wants, and this is the output that the person will get. So that's the difference. They are very interrelated, but machine learning is more about training the computer with a lot of data. Artificial intelligence is more of a general application of these things.
Now, one more question is there.
Yeah.
Hello. Which college someone should select for engineering or B.Tech?
The college, again, Pune is a nice place for you to learn. One of the top colleges is the Pimpri Chinchwad Trust, and I think I can definitely say that the Nutan College is also doing some good work in this place. There's a lot of new things which are tried out, which is very important for you guys to actually explore the fullest. One thing I really liked in my engineering times was I was given a lot of freedom to do what I really wanted to do. So look for a college which gives you that freedom. Look for a college which has a good management. Look for a college which brings in a lot of industry experts. Look for college which focuses on skills rather than just mugging up and writing an exam. Many of the colleges have failed miserably. They just produce ratta engineers or जो असाइनमेंट कॉपी करके सिर्फ सबमिट करके टीचर से 100 मार्क्स लेके आते वैसे इंजीनियर्स इंडस्ट्री में आकर बहुत बड़े फेलियर हो गए look for colleges which encourage the true passion for learning and I am very sure the Cambridge Trust along with Nutan College is doing a very good job in that front. Yeah.
Okay. One more question is there. That what is the scope for the mechanical branch?
Mechanical, as I said, amazing scope is there, provided you people are very open towards collaborating with other disciplines. If you take pure mechanical, what do they teach in mechanical? They teach you thermodynamics, they'll teach you heat transfer, they will teach you how auto cycle engine works, how does a four-stroke engine work, how does an internal combustion engine work. Now, with the government mandating that by 2030 all cars in India will be electric cars, I am not sure how important internal combustion engine will be in the future. But that does not make mechanical engineering not useful. 150% or 200% I can say there are a lot of mechanical engineering applications in conjunction with electronics and electrical engineering and computer science to automate a lot of things. For example, there are a lot of farm equipments which Mahindra Group is building, which can automate a lot of practices of farming. Nowadays, you go to a farm in rural Maharashtra, rural India, you see the poor farmer with a lot of sweat plowing with bullock cart, right? Lot of mechanical applications are there to automate that entire farming process, to automate a lot of robotics applications are there. I'm sure, I think the Nutan College has opportunities for learning Japanese. Japan is the forefront of robotics. And now Japan is investing heavily in India. In fact, L&D is building the bullet train in India. It's a 25,000 crore project, huge project. Lot of applications are there in these kind of construction, robotics field, where you can go and explore the combination of mechanical along with computer science and everything. So, if you're taking up mechanical engineering, have a flair for other interdisciplinary. It's not only for mechanical engineers, for all other engineers. But don't think the opportunities are gone. Definitely, India is a country, it is still a developing country. We have several crore people below poverty line. There is amazing and immense scope in this country to create products which can change the lives of people. In fact, as you grow mature and older, more than salary, the impact that you do to society will matter more. And in that front, mechanical engineering has amazing scope in India. In fact, if you see with COVID and Corona, the world is alienating several countries who are our competitors. And Modi is trying to bring a lot of companies to set up manufacturing firms in India. The only challenge in India is we are all just mugging up and going. We don't actually have the skill sets like Germany. Now that is where you need to actually find a college which actually has a lot of industry visits, which will give you immersive training in small companies, small and medium enterprises. We have to produce engineers who actually know how an engine looks. We have seen so many thousand mechanical engineers who, after completing engineering, do not know how an engine even looks like. So I think look for a college which encourages that industry visit and the industry linkage. I think then life will be good for all.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now one more question is there, which has been asked. What is the industry exposure that Nutan College of Engineering and Research is providing?
Oh,
we can answer this.
I can answer this because even I was like associated 2 years back, and that time itself we had more than 130 MOUs signed up. The location of the college itself is a benefit. In Talegaon, where the Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation is located. So easily you can go after lunch from college and just walk into any company in Talegaon, which most of the companies we have tie-ups with, and you can just walk in, network with people, understand each and every process by visually observing it. It was actually the apprenticeship model which made Germany a success. So I think Talegaon offers that kind of an opportunity. Also, even the Hinjawadi IT Park is pretty nearby. So there's a lot of linkages for computer science related firms also to be associated. So, and most importantly, I think the entire college is structured around inviting faculty, guest faculty from industry. So I'm sure regular exposure to people from industry will make the learning system very fertile for innovation and very different ways of thinking, rather than the just ratta mark learning.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So with this, I think we have done with the all questions that participants have asked. If any other questions is there, we will answer them. Let me check one more time. If any other question is there. Okay.
The questions can be posted in Facebook. We can later on reply also.
Yeah, that also can be done. One more is, what is impact of internship in engineering?
See, again, many people, when it comes to internship, they are like, मेरे को कितना salary मिलेगा, वो company में मेरे को नौकरी मिलेगा कि नहीं. That's how they start. I can tell you that internships become very, very successful if you truly have the desire to learn. I see that missing in students. Many people just go for internship for getting some job or something. See, always remember the rule in life. If you don't offer something to another person, the other person will offer nothing back. Don't expect the world to be Mahatma Gandhi and just everybody giving you anything free of cost, right? You have to offer something to them. So when you approach an internship, you need to go and tell the company that, hey, I am there not only to learn, I will also help you. Volunteer your service, volunteer your hard work, volunteer your efforts. There is one student from Symbiosis MBA who's working with me as an intern. She has done so much work for me. We have not paid her anything. But she's done so much that I strongly want to recommend to my boss that let's hire her. Because that is so much that person has contributed in the field of learning and development and the kind of work that we are doing. So when you go for an internship, first ask the company what is the problem that they would like to solve and how is that you can help them solve the problem. And work for them without money or without any expectation, just work with full dedication and commitment and then look at the magic. 100% that company person will either absorb you or will recommend you to another company to hire. But unfortunately, what most students do is they just collect certificates. They just want two certificates, either internship here, other internship. Personally speaking, that is not a very useful exercise, frankly. Because nowadays, even companies know that those internship certificates are how easily you can obtain those certificates. If you know somebody in that company, you can just get some certificate. But people will look for what is the skill you learned in the internship. So focus more on that. Focus on volunteering your service and time and impressing the person who has actually given you the opportunity. Like, for example, if I have to give you the example of a sweet shop in Pune, there is this Chitle Sweets or something. It's one of the famous sweet shops in Pune, right? If I really want to learn how to make sweets, right, I will go and offer myself my time and say, you just enter me, allow me into the kitchen. I want to just help you this. If you go there and tell, give me 20,000, 40,000, they'll be like, what do you even know that I should pay you so much money? So If you want to learn from the best, offer your services free of cost and volunteer your time and effort and dedication and passion, and then look how that person will reward you. It is always, you have to invest in the long term. Don't look for short term. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, I think we have done with the questions that I asked.
Okay then. Thank you very much
Okay.
for to all of you. Thank you specifically to Madhva sir and Aparna ma'am for
Yeah,
having me this
thank you,
opportunity.
sir, for your time. You're always there. And it was a really nice session. Students and all engineering aspirants, but definitely from the comments, I can say that it's been mentioned that they have gained much basic knowledge and they're happy with this session. And even many comments are there, informative session, good session. So it indicates that, yes, the session was really good. Thank you for your
Sure.
time.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir. Yeah.
Thank you.